Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today in resin, the plans for the holly. Now I made this the other week using some holly leaves and UV resin and some little beads, and I had a further idea in mind for that, something that I've sort of done before, well have done before, but haven't really done it again since, and I think this would be a really good application for it. I want to try and make a Christmas pudding. I personally don't like Christmas pudding, but I'd like to make a resin one using a balloon. Now, I've put UV resin on a balloon before and it's come away fine, so I'm hoping I can do that again. I've got a round balloon. I'm going to blow it up to about the size of the pudding that I want. Then I'm going to have to try and make a base for it because I don't want a full circle. I just want like a half circle for a Christmas pudding. So let's blow the balloon up first. That be an acceptable size? I think it would be. For the size holly that we got anyway. Now I'm going to need, I'm thinking a big bit of cardboard, cut a hole out, squidge that in, and tape, because I know UV resin doesn't stick to packaging tape across the bottom, so the resin doesn't stick to cardboard. I will trim it up because I don't want my Christmas pudding to melt. You know, I want to have a clean cut edge, so I will be trimming it up. So let me get some cardboard and try and make this work. Okay, we have our cardboard frame covered in tape. We have our balloon pushed through the middle relatively snugly, and that is balanced on some masking tape that doesn't really mask anymore. On top of my silicone mat, because I'm expecting there to be some run through, I've made up some resin, and this has got coffee brown alcohol pigment in, and some red holographic chunky glitter, because I wanted to add a little texture. Now I'm going to put it on, spread it around a bit with a paintbrush here, cure it and hope for the best. We might do more than one layer, we'll see. I think if I pour a bit on first. And try and spread it around. It's having, at the moment, it's got the texture that I wanted. That's what I wanted the glitter for, was to add some texture to our pudding. And it has done just that. At the moment it's doing pretty much what we want it to do. I'm just using the brush more than anything to try and guide it around a bit. If I hold it from the under, let's see, there's nowhere to really hold a balloon tight, not a round balloon. Try and send some this way, because we've got quite a bit going that way. We ain't got so much going this way. Right, it looks like at the moment we have got the whole balloon covered. That's what it looks like at the moment. May as well just put the rest of this on there. I think we are totally covered. It doesn't look like we're not anywhere. So I think it's curing time. Cure and hope. Because I have this, I can get most of it at once. We seem to be cured all over, not on the underside. That's our leakage. Let's try and get this off here. Now I did have to go back over it with just a clear run, because once it cured, this area here where there's little to no glitter had totally all come down. And we're wet on the underside, but that's fine. We get the balloon out and then we'll cure it from the underside. We're out! We have a dome! Take the gloves off because they're super sticky now. It's safe to touch on the outside. We have a dome! Oh, look at that! Right, I'm going to let that cure from the underside now so that we're not sticky on the inside there. And then we'll look at... We trim that up now or trim that up? Yeah, we'll trim that up. Hopefully we can trim that up without breaking it. Even if we just take it in. So it's just got the tiniest lip. Oh, it's so cool that that's worked. So, so cool. Okay, moment of honesty. This is Dome 2. This is what happened to Dome 1. I was trimming and trimming and trimming, and then ping, and I thought, oh, I can get away with that, it's right by the edge, and then trim, 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 a big hole. So we've got a bit more of an igloo going on there. So I made another one, and I decided I wasn't going to trim it all the way up to the very edge, because I didn't want to make a third one. Now, what I have here is the icing or cream. Now it's just a tiny bit of UV resin, a little bit of unicorn dust, which is this rather pretty glitter, and a little drop of white. I'm going to pour it on, stick the holly on, and then get curing, because I don't want it to go too far. I'll just encourage it out just a little bit. Because it could do with being a little bit. Might need to make up just a tiny bit more. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay actually. Let's get this ready, because that can start curing from the side. I'm going to have to hold that there. Our resin Christmas pudding is done. Check that out. That looks pretty cool. Super sparkly. Featuring our holly. Using a balloon to create a dome. Now, I think what I will do in the future... Well, I have options. I'll either try and take this completely back, or at least so it's just perhaps like a couple of mil lip, or we can take this one step further and create something around it so it's like plated up. Options. And apart from getting carried away with the clipping and breaking the first one, this wasn't too bad. It was relatively easy to put together. I think I will try it again in the future. Try and make this even darker. Though you can see it's got a slight brown to it. If I put my hand under there, you can see everything even better. Let's have a look, see if it... I think my hand works best. You can see the colour shift. So everything kind of gets lost in the white, but here you can see the cream / icing, whatever you choose. Pudding. And you can see the holly anyway. That was quite fun. That was a success. This is the biggest version of this that I've tried so far. The only other time that I've tried curing resin on a balloon was an experiment to see if it would come away. It is something that I'll be going back to because there's lots of applications for it, and you can get a pretty respectable dome off it with the setup that I used. Has anyone out there tried this before or tried it yet? If you saw it on my channel and you thought you'd give it a go, let me know how it went. I'm happy with this. I'm going to call this it for today. I'm behind by a day because the dome broke yesterday. I was going to try and get it done and get it up in the same day, because for me, and for hopefully all of you, because I want to get this up today, yesterday was Resin Monday and today is Tuesday. But by the time this had cured and I'd actually finished it, it was too late to just get anything done. So this is going to be a temporary Resin Tuesday, but it's happened before. But it's still, something's going to go up. So this is good. And for those of you that do know, my foot is still bum. I tore a tendon. So I can get recording done. I just can't move very fast. And I'm stuck in the house at the moment. So lots of content I can get on with and a catch up on editing. And thank you all out there who've given me well wishes. Much appreciated. And thank you so much for the understanding. I give myself pressure. I liked when I'm really enjoying something, I just like to keep doing and keep getting it out. So thank you. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. The continued support, the continued helping me grow as a content creator, as a channel, as everything. Thank you. Have a slice of pudding. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's giving you an idea of something to try yourself. If you don't fancy doing a Christmas pudding, I don't like Christmas pudding, but I really wanted to make one that I didn't have to eat. Try and make something else. I'll be honest, it does look like half a festive bra right now as well. I mean, for a very respectable cup size. But still, it could be a festive bra accessory. Or a hat. That would make for an interesting hat. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care. Merry Christmas. And see you in the next one.